Alternative energy, which is also referred to as renewable energy, are sources that aim to cause little harm to the environment and dismantle the usage of fossil fuels that cause emissions. Alternative energy sources try to decrease the impact of harmful and very poisonous pollutants like carbon dioxide. Addressing these very urgent issues with our climate, switching to alternative sources of energy will lead to a more pristine and clean planet. One of these alternative energy sources, hydropower, is a prime example of this. This resource conducts power by using a dam-like structure to change the flow of water. This resource conducts power by using a dam-like structure to change the flow of water. Turbines and generators are a very effective use of hydroelectric power. These technologies utilize kinetic energy and convert it into electricity. From there, this electricity enters the power grid to deliver electricity to residential communities. Energy from hydroelectric power depends. It depends on the flow of the water and the elevation. With a more elevated flow and a more elevated surface, more electricity will be produced. Hydropower being used as a source of energy is not a new concept. In fact, it has been used for thousands of years at this point. One of the earlier documented uses of hydropower dates back around 2,000 years ago in Greece, where they had to use water wheels to granulate their wheat, which would eventually create flour. However, more modern examples of hydropower, such as turbines, started in the 1700s and 1800s. In the mid-1800s, James Francis had created the first model of the water turbine, which is still being used worldwide today. In 1878, the world saw its first hydroelectric project done to power a lamp in England. By the year 1900, hydroelectric power plants were well established in North America, as well as starting to gain traction around the rest of the world. In the 1930s, President Roosevelt established the New Deal, which underwent the operation of building projects like the Hoover Dam and the Grand Coulee Dam, which positively impacted nearby areas.
In the 21st century, hydropower usage has grown exponentially. From 2000 to 2020, hydropower consumption has grown by 70% and is estimated to increase by 17% by 2030.
Although hydropower is a great and reliable resource, it still has its challenges. One of these challenges is water temperature. Often, for the most efficient amount of energy to be produced, the water has to be warm. Another obstacle for hydropower is the expense of construction plants and facilities. These facilities are definitely not cheap and require funding to be effective. One other problem is that species that have inhabited this body of water are sometimes affected. Some fish species like salmon migrate upstream to mate, but cannot because the dams cause a barrier. Recent evidence and efforts have proven that hydroelectric power will be used more effectively and efficiently in the future. In the year 2022 alone, hydropower contributed to 30% of the United States' electricity usage. It has as well been reported that hydropower dams have amassed over 2,000 units in the United States as well in 2022. Laws have also been enacted to help increase hydroelectric power. In the Inflation Reduction Act in 2022, there was a section that mentioned the growth of hydropower facilities in the United States. It stated that tax credits would be extended for the next 10 years to fund hydropower operations. With ongoing efforts at using this resource, it appears that it will continue to flourish in decades to come.